Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Keely. That's all I've got in me today. I've been in such a funk. I don't know if it's this like Pluto return to Aquarius thing that we're in right now, but my Aries ass is I'm struggling. Help me. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have been in just like I slept for like 18 hours yesterday. I'm miserable. I had dialysis today and I was just like, oh my God, this is never gonna end. I don't know what my deal is. I'm dragging ass. I promise I didn't just come here to complain. I mean, I kind of do. You guys are my sounding board now when I have to complain. Sorry. Thanks. So yeah, and it's like 4 degrees out, so I'm just gonna wear a hoodie. I don't care today. You guys want to watch some? Oh my God, I swear I'm not dying. I mean, I am, but like, not like immediate. Like, I don't want to jinx myself. Oh my God. Do you guys want to watch a video about unsettling lost media? Me too. Why not make it worse? Why not make everything worse? Let's go there. I have no limit today. I told you guys it's dire over here. I'm not well. Okay, let's try it now. I'm already unsettled.
March 9th, 2011.
2011. I was 23.
Magazine posted an update to his
No, I was
titled
22.
Life on Easy Street.
Wait.
Detailing a strange video tape
No, I was 23.
Through a friend in the adult industry.
No.
I have this VHS
How old was I? I was 22.
Slap Happy that was given to me by a friend who works as an actress. She doesn't remember where it came from.
Oh.
The first hour of the tape is this weird old lady doing some kind of calisthenics routine for seniors around the edge of her bed. It involves a lot of clapping.
Given to them by
she does not talk at any point.
Adult film star.
Sure
Okay.
It's actually a workout video or performance art or what. But it is one of the most hypnotic and creepy.
The screenshot looks like a David Lynch film. Looks like Twin Peaks. It looks like a scene from Twin Peaks. Straight up Eric Andre mixed with David Lynch.
The video features an unknown elderly woman sitting on the bed.
Oh my God.
Nothing is known about who she is
or
where she is, as she smiles and stares at the camera, running through her entire routine of strange and unsettling hand gestures.
She's like throwing...
There's no rhyme or reason, or even
she's doing gang signs.
What is happening in the video. And 4 minutes later, the video ends.
When I'm at work, I'm like, stop doing gang signs in the day room, and they're like, I'm just practicing sign language, Miss Connolly.
It goes on for an entire
I'm like, oh my God.
minutes. Throughout its runtime, the woman continues her bizarre movements for an unbroken 26 minutes before the camera cuts to black. And when she returns, the woman has changed outfits. Her movements have become more...
Isn't this just basically what we do on TikTok, though? Like...
or chakra cleansing routine.
No, I used to be a massage therapist. I know a lot of people like this.
With seemingly no rhyme or reason, which continues for another 25 minutes. Before holding a pose.
She's just someone's weird hippy-dippy mom.
It's completely bizarre and unsettling. Especially
I think it's like, you go, queen.
Further down in Matthew's blog about Slap Happy, he tells us that a year ago, he'd taken the tape to a friend's house, where someone would then steal its contents for use in a music video titled Life on Easy Street. The blog post ends, and we're left with more questions than answers. However, I was able to do some sleuthing, and found some additional information that may somewhat provide some explanation.
It always blows my mind when people find new information.
User Party Girl shares that her friend was in fact the videographer behind the lost media known as Slap Happy.
Dope.
She was a rich older woman who wasn't doing exercises. If I remember correctly,
So good for her. She was getting her bag.
She did for some Otre health reason and wanted to sell it. My friend was the one who
She's a Reiki lady. I already know
He
it.
said it was a pretty interesting shoot until the novelty wore off.
And then he's like over it.
Party Girl then mentions that the video's original runtime was 5 to 6 hours
Oh my
long
god, that's
before being
crazy.
edited down to the 53 minutes that is available online, stating that the extended edit featured the lady hitting things, and it was even more crazy. Party Girl then gets in contact with Vic, the videographer, who gives us a little bit of extra information. I'm pretty sure I'm following what's going on, though 2A recut 3 of those down to something more watchable, and A did not add any kind of audio that I recalled to any of them. But there are like 13 volumes, and if they're all posted
That's
on there,
crazy.
I would digitize all of them in their entirety. Those all date from, I would think, 1999 or 2000.
Those were the
They
days.
existed on VHS before I digitized a few. They were looking for an editor to do all of them.
People need to,
and at
like,
the time,
slow
I
down.
could not afford to work for nothing, or next to nothing. About 10 years after, I cut the smaller one. I think somebody put it into a competition up in a festival somewhere in Seattle or San Francisco. I lost track of it after that.
Interesting. I don't think there's really much more to it.
He's sweeter than honey, any honey, all the honey ever could. He's the bread of life, and I'm trying to set the bread.
Oh god, it's a church thing.
Join Us at the Bread House was a Christian children's show that was said to have aired in the late 1980s.
These are
Reportedly
creeps.
pulled from the program after only a few episodes due to complaints from
And
parents
cults are
who found the
creepy.
content far too disturbing for children.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I mean, a question about dying?
The show featured a bizarre setting, a house made entirely of bread,
I hate
home
it.
to a cast of puppet characters, as well as the host, Ginger. But what truly set this show apart wasn't
Why is
just its
Ginger
strange
dressed
premise,
like she's
it was the
3, but
unsettling
she's
atmosphere
very
it
clearly
created.
like
The dim lighting,
73.
surreal, uncanny sets provided a backdrop for puppets that delved into increasingly
is happening?
uncomfortable topics that all revolve around death.
Well, you know when your husband died?
Mm-hmm.
I really missed him.
I missed him too.
You know,
This is
when
so
they put
fucked
his
up.
body down in the ground?
Yes?
That bothers me.
Oh my god.
Dog.
This is how she processes her grief, and these poor kids have to sit through
It's
it.
not.
It's starting to decay.
Wondered
And the dog's like,
the
"The
dialogue
fuck?"
and question regarding the death of Ginger's husband.
That's not funny, but like,
Laugh and smile.
they're just
This
like,
was a Christian television
Nana's
show.
doing it
Ginger
again.
explains that after the body is buried, their spirit leaves.
Like,
goes
so
to
what do you
heaven,
and Nana
as the
do while
body is
mommy's
no
at work all
longer
day?
good, starting to decay.
We make her show
Takes
for
you completely
church.
off guard at how it's
Oh.
explained to the children. But the uncanny program doesn't stop
What
there,
about?
as the next topic of discussion.
You
is
know how
bad dreams.
Pop died?
Did you ever have a bad dream?
Never had a bad
After
dream.
my daddy died, I had a terrible dream.
What is she like?
I couldn't tell what it was about.
So focused on it.
Kind of a pulley, awful, ugly feeling. And I
This is
would
so
have it
funny.
over and over.
The strange music
This lady
in the
needs
background
therapy.
is definitely an artistic choice,
Strange.
adding to the already uncomfortable atmosphere of discussing
Did you see a
nightmares
face in
after
the smoke? I
loved
saw
one
a
passes
face in
away,
the smoke.
And the awkwardness continues as Ginger discusses
weird.
with the children about being bullied for a speech impediment.
I had a speech impediment and I was bullied, but I would never embarrass myself like this.
Well, are you just pretending? No, I born that way. Well, you can't talk like we do? I can't. I'm trying and I'm trying. I can't.
What kind of weird speech impediment is that? I'm trying. What?
I don't know. Because there weren't any dimes. To get to the body shop.
Shut
In 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, starting with verse 13.
I had a
The
list.
show then closes as the children are shuffled into a room to view the portraits of other children that have passed away, as well as the deceased family of Ginger herself.
They'll be coming through the clouds with
This woman needs therapy. Little grandpa.
They'll be coming through the clouds with him.
My dad would fucking, he would knock the hearing out of my other ear if he could, if I did this shit to him. He'd be like, God damn it, Keely. Don't drag me into this shit. My dad would be so mad at me if I did this shit to him.
Bodies will begin to decay and fall apart, and their puppets die.
He would be like, God damn it, let me rest.
You know, it's like my hand
Sorry,
being
Papa.
inside of you.
Yeah,
That's your life.
that's right.
When I take my hand out of you,
I'm there.
It's hard to imagine that the kids involved would have come away with a positive experience, or that their
I'm
understanding
telling you,
of
they're
death
like, I
is any
hate
less
going to
tangible
Nana's.
or frightening. It remains unclear whether join us at the bread house.
Honey, I think my mom runs a
American
cult.
televisions in the 1980s, but unlike Slap Happy,
This looks really 90s to me.
has been found. In 1986,
Oh, God.
Little Folks Gospel Productions Incorporated was established. A collection of resources and content created by the host of Join Us at the Bread House, Ginger, or more
Oh.
commonly known as Ginger Ingrid Brown.
Okay.
Ginger is the founder of Little Folks Gospel Productions, as well as an accomplished ventriloquist, song composer,
I mean,
recording artist.
I thought that was another voice,
On
so.
the webpage, we can find an assortment of
God.
Christianity-related content.
Oh, I hate
Bible
this dry
jokes,
air.
Bible quizzes, Christian music, Christian
Ugh,
camp,
ugh.
and in the store, we can see a section.
Does anyone
of
else
grief
have
products.
to go to,
And here we have our answer to the
It's a
mystery
Catholic one,
of the Bread House, a Heavenly Home DVD, helping kids
Totus
talk about their
Tuus?
grief
Oh, I hated that shit. I had to go in the summer.
from the lost media. Kids and puppets join
Catholic-
Ginger Ingrid Brown
Catholic
in a bread
fucking
house to
Bible
talk
camp.
about one of the
Oh, it
most
sucks.
difficult experiences for any child or adult. This 34-minute video is broken into mini segments.
Oh, God. Sorry, guys.
So the
I'm, like,
children are kept captivated,
struggling.
wondering what will be next. A product created by a Catholic church for grieving
Oh,
children.
God. I should have
tasked with
known.
explaining what exactly
I
death
should have
is
fucking
and how
known.
it happens to us all.
We would do some shit like
It's up
this.
to you to decide if Ginger has the right approach or simply the best intentions at
My
heart.
daughter still goes to Catholic
For what it
school,
once
so I have
was,
to be
it was
very
without doubt
judicious with
an
my.
unsettling lost media.
Oh, she gets good private schooling. We like her school. We love her school, actually.
Heartbeat in the Brain was a short art film created in 1970, produced, directed, and
That's the
starred
far out
Amanda
period.
Fielding, a
That's.
British
I feel
artist,
like that's
scientist,
probably
and advocate
my
for
past
altered states
life.
of consciousness.
I was
The
like
film
this lady.
focuses on one of her most controversial experiments, trepanation, a
Oh my
procedure
God.
that involves drilling a hole into the human skull.
The fuck?
Trepanation was a practice dating back to ancient times, but saw a resurgence in the 1960s as a method to potentially induce altered states of consciousness. And Fielding believed this procedure
And y'all
could
are
enhance
the-
mental
y'all are
clarity
the-
and expand awareness.
Y'all think that the kids
Making it the
nowadays are
centerpiece
too
of her
liberal
research.
or too
In modern
much.
medicine, the radical treatment has been tweaked. and
You
renamed
guys were doing shit like this
the
and
key
dropping
difference being that
acid.
The modern
Like,
version temporarily removes the skull
You guys
to
were the
alleviate
cool
pressure and
ones.
return blood flow, while the original procedure was permanent. Amanda felt that the original procedure still possessed positive qualities.
girl, there's a reason they don't do it anymore. There's a reason people don't walk around with a hole in their brain.
Decided to undergo the procedure
Oh my God.
herself, on camera.
Some people just don't have any
Brain
survival instincts at all.
documents Fielding's journey as she prepares for and ultimately
No,
performs
I can't.
trepanation on herself.
No,
Beginning as
that's the
Fielding
dumbest shit I've
explains
ever
her
heard in my life.
motivations, framed by her
You're an
calm,
idiot.
almost clinical demeanor.
You're an idiot.
Looking rather anxious. The morning of the operation,
You're an idiot.
I decided to make the hole on the median line, just above the
Get
hair.
all of the fucking
This is the
Propanthol.
to keep my hair out of the way.
Propanthol hurts me so bad. I started swinging on my surgeon last time, my surgery. I was like, I'm sorry. And he's like, it's okay. And I like fell asleep.
Depersonalizing me.
So painful, but at least you're fucking out
She
for
speaks about
it.
the history of trepanation,
No.
and the potential benefits she believes it
No.
holds.
I
There's
can't even
almost
watch it blurred.
disturbing calmness to her
I can't.
explanation as she
I can't.
discusses the procedure.
I had a
As if what
traumatic
she is
brain
about to
injury when
do
I was 10.
is
This
the
is
most
like way
natural
too much for
thing
me.
in the world.
No,
I stopped drilling every now and then. To dip the
I can't.
bit into distilled water.
I can't. I had such a bad brain injury when I was a kid. Oh my God.
What one is doing
Anything with, like,
trepanation,
Head injuries, I can't.
piece of bone from the skull. One is not
No,
entering the brain.
it literally makes me sick. I have such a bad headache right now thinking about
There's no
it.
medical team No sterile
You
environment,
idiot, there's just a pigeon.
just her, a mirror, and the tool she will use.
Oh my
to
god,
trim
she's just
her
doing
red
it like
skull.
in the oh my god, she's
It's
not even.
uncomfortable to watch, not just because of the
You're an
sheer graphic
idiot.
intensity,
It's like Master and
because
Commander when he's doing brain surgery on the dude on the ship deck.
leaving the viewer to question the boundaries of her sanity.
She should have been fucking committed before she did this shit. That is so stupid. Is she still alive?
Amanda returned to give an update after her self-performed
This
trepanation.
dumb bitch is still alive. That's not even fair.
Vice magazine. Amanda detailed her search for a doctor that would perform the procedure.
That's not even
and
fair.
after 4 years of rejections, she had decided
It's not
to
even
do it
fair.
herself. Amanda described the post-surgery as
Bro.
a feeling like the tide coming in. There was a feeling of rising, slowly and gently. to
My
levels
dad's
that
dead
felt
and this
good.
bitch is walking
Very
around.
clear
Are
thing I
you
noticed was the
serious?
change in the dream pattern. My dreams became much less anxious. Could all of that be
Who's
described as a
anxious
placebo? There is,
It's called
of
a
course,
nightmare.
that possibility. But I'm very
Oh my God.
conscious of that. In the years following the release of her art film, Amanda had then gone on to run for Parliament in Chelsea.
The fact that some people just don't have any.
For national health, stating that she had never intended to get voted in, but rather bring attention to trepanation.
Some people
and
have
convince
no
the medical
consequences
profession
to their
that it was a
stupid
subject worthy
actions.
of research. Heartbeat in the Brain has earned its spot in the Lost Media Hall of Fame due to its elusive nature of never being released to the public, as Amanda's intention
Good, keep it
was
that
never for the
way.
media to be viewed by a wide audience, and instead
Keep it that way, bro. She real no.
at film festivals and in private
No.
settings. And
No.
following the viewings, the
No.
film has now disappeared forever.
Good, keep it that way.
The search for Heartbeat in the Brain by Lost Media
It
enthusiasts
makes me.
has so
Oh no,
far
I don't
been
even want to look.
fruitless, with only rumors that private collectors have gotten their hands on private copies.
Tell me when it's over, you guys. I can't. I never can watch one about head injuries again, ever.
You know, they say money.
Oh
can't
my
buy
god,
love,
this
but
is.
say
Oh, I
it
thought this
can't
was an
hurt.
ad.
Reality TV.
I remember that show. I was like, wow, this feels very old VH1.
Larger-than-life situations, but sometimes
I was like, these ads are out of
reality
control.
behind these shows is far darker than anyone.
I remember
could
that
have imagined.
show.
On August 2nd, 2009, VH1 aired the first
2009.
episode of the new dating show, Megan Wants a Millionaire.
I was 20.
A seemingly normal, albeit trashy, reality TV show. But behind the scenes, something truly horrifying was unfolding. Something that would leave a permanent scar on the contestants and staff attached to the show. The
I
premise
guess I
was
would have
simple.
been
Megan
almost
Housen,
21.
who had already made a name for herself on reality TV, was looking for love. But not just any love. She wanted a millionaire. And among the
Don't we all?
contestants
No, not really.
was
As long as you just leave me alone.
a wealthy contestant who instantly caught Megan's attention. And it wasn't until just days after the show had aired that Ryan would be part of a tragedy that no one could have expected. The show aired.
Isn't a millionaire just like middle class now?
Criticism towards the concept of Megan becoming the trophy wife to the winning contestant. However, the show continued to air all 6 episodes, with the 6th and final episode airing on August 16th, 2000.
I think I remember this.
2 days later, on August
Yeah.
18th, Ryan Jenkins was named a
This
person of
guy's
interest in the
psycho.
murder of Jasmine Fior. 5 months earlier, on March 16th, 2009,
I have given up men
Jasmine
and
had met Ryan
everything,
Jenkins
all
at
of it.
Las
I want a
Vegas
lavender
casino
marriage
shortly after his elimination from Megan
with like
Wants
a gay
Millionaire.
bestie.
And 2 days later,
I want to live
on
like the
March
Golden
18th,
Girls.
The two had eloped
I'm
at a
good.
little white wedding chapel on the Las Vegas
I
Strip.
do not need no
The marriage
man.
was rocky, to say the least. With Ryan being charged with battery constituting domestic violence for hitting Jasmine in the arm only 3 months in. The pair reconciled shortly after and continued to stay together, much to the disdain of Jasmine's mother, Lisa Lepore, who was
Man, that's
privy
sad.
to Ryan's constant verbal and physical assault. On August 13, 2009, Jasmine and Ryan checked into the LaBerge Hotel in Del Mar, San Diego, to attend a program.
I know where that is.
The couple was seen leaving the hotel at 2:30 a.m. with
That's around the time I was out there,
around
actually.
4:30 a.m.
Wait.
alone. Jasmine's body.
Yeah, I
was
went out there
discovered 2 days
2009,
later,
2010.
On August 15th, inside a
Both,
suitcase,
both years.
beaten, strangled, and crushed inside a suitcase
Ooh.
behind a dumpster in Buena Park, California. Her teeth and fingers had been removed in
Yikes.
an effort to conceal her
Yeah, I
identity.
remember this.
However, her body was identified using the serial numbers found on her breast implants.
Yikes.
Ryan had reported Jasmine missing 2 hours after her body was found, telling police that she had last been seen at 8:30 p.m. the night before.
I'm just psycho.
The next day, Ryan Jenkins left Los Angeles and headed towards Nevada to pick up his personal speedboat, being sighted 3 days later near Point Roberts,
speedboat.
Vancouver.
Weird.
On August 20, Ryan Jenkins had been charged with the murder of Jasmine Fior, and a warrant for his arrest had been issued. That night at 6 p.m., Ryan Jenkins, along with his half-sister, Alina Jenkins, had checked into the Thunderbird Motel in Hope, Canada.
It's like no one, that's a middle of
Sister
nowhere.
had paid for 3 nights in cash, but on the last day, they failed to check out. The motel manager checked the room, only to find Ryan Jenkins alone, hanging from a clothesline by a belt, with a document saved on his computer titled Last Will and Testament. While the document itself hasn't become available to the public, excerpts had detailed that about half of the letter described about how much he loved her, and in the same breath, he would talk about how frustrated she made him, and that he felt very jealous about some of her relationships, and that frustrated him immensely. Out of respect for Jasmine Fior and her family, VH1 had decided to put Megan Wants a Millionaire on an indefinite hiatus, as well as scrubbing the show from his website and pulling all reruns from schedule. The events also led to the cancellation of the 3rd season of I Love Money, another VH1 reality show in which Ryan not only starred, but won. As of today, episodes 1 through 5 of Megan Wants a Millionaire are publicly available, with the 6th and final episode being withheld from public viewing forever, gaining the status of lost media.
Crazy.
Because, you know, one of the nicest things about shopping by mail order... Pardon me?
Oh, I think I've seen this. Oh, shit.
It's August 19, 1987.
That's 6
For
months.
most
Well,
people in Los Angeles,
8 months
it's
before I
just
was born.
another afternoon. Viewers are tuning
I was
into
born
the
in 88,
KBC
baby.
4 PM news broadcast, ready for their daily
Infinite
updates.
fucking karmic circle.
Something deeply
My life.
unsettling is about to unfold live on air. A man, seemingly out of nowhere, walks onto the set holding a gun at David Horowitz.
Can you imagine
This is
just
not
being at
part of the
work?
broadcast or a planned segment. Within seconds, the newsroom turns into a hostage situation happening in real time on air. The man is Gary Stollman, who then calmly hands
Gary, the
Horowitz a
fuck?
note,
What the
demanding that he
fuck,
read it
Gary?
aloud. With the gun in full view of the camera, Horowitz has no choice but to accept Gary's request.
Is this your homework, Larry?
I was warned in 1981 by
Is this
someone
your
with
homework?
connections at the CIA to stay off the computers, that they didn't trust people
Okay,
on
Dale
computers.
Gribble.
When I began receiving disturbing calls from my parents, which led me to believe that something terrible was going on, I was then forced into a mental hospital in Tallahassee, where I learned that
Wonder
my
why.
brother-in-law had been driven insane. in
These are the
in
type of
same
people who believe in
prison,
space
in the
lasers
same
and
manner that someone was
chemtrails.
trying to do to me.
The letter is strange, unsettling, and deeply paranoid. Stallman's message is not one of protest or grievance, but a disjointed manifesto.
Just him being
about
crazy.
government clones
Just him being
and alien
nuts.
Conspiracies, claiming that his own father, Max Stallman, a former employee of KNBC, had been replaced by a clone created by the CIA as part of
Oh
a
my
larger plan to
God.
control society. The broadcast,
These people are the
however,
worst.
doesn't last much longer. Within just 28 seconds, KNBC pulls the plug, cutting to a technical difficulties screen. But inside the studio, the tension is still at its peak. For the next 7 minutes, Stallman stands behind him, watching, gun still in hand, as Horowitz continues to read Stallman's ramblings
What's that, a cult?
about alien technology and CIA mind control.
Maybe he's not
Once
here. I can't
Horowitz
ask him.
finishes
That's
the letter,
Badger's dad. He's the
Stallman
firearms
places
instructor
gun
of the
down on
family.
desk and thanks Horowitz, stating, "Thank you, David. I couldn't have harmed anyone with this unloaded BB gun."
I was gonna say, it looks like a fucking kind of like a BB.
Taking Stallman into
Like you
custody
painted the end
without
of it.
further incident before the news broadcast
Usually
resumes.
BBs have a orange
Mystery
end,
surrounding
but people
those
will paint them so
7
they look real.
remains. Viewers have never seen what happened
Oh, maybe they're
after
just
the
saying that
broadcast
so
was
he's
cut,
not like in
and the
as
footage
much
of
trouble.
the
I don't
full
know.
incident was never released to
Weird.
the public. Locked away in the archives, making it one of the most unusual pieces of lost media in television history.
It looked fake though, but could have been real.
And as for Gary Stollman,
With that kind of situation, you don't even want to like risk it. The fact, like, what if it is real, you know? You have to treat it like it is. Always treat every firearm like it's loaded and like it's real. Finger off the trigger. Got my little target up there. I hate those Q targets. I hate those fucking Q targets. I have a combat target in my room. But I don't like Q targets. They're hard to... Like, why is the center mass all the way down? I know center mass, it's like right here. Why is it all the way in the stomach? I hate those targets. Your toy gun.
He read a statement about how space aliens and the CIA had replaced my father and family with clones. I had only planned on becoming a computer programmer and a good citizen. At least that was before I discovered I had somehow stumbled onto a vast plot to overthrow the human race. I'll leave a link in the description of the entire board post.
Yeah, even if, like,
It's a lot.
you're pretty sure it's a fake gun, just act like it's real, because...
Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
That was a good video. That was a good video. It kept me interested. How the fuck do I pause this? Oh my god. Okay. For actual real. Why is my computer freaking out like this? Oh my god. That was a good video. It was nice. I've been on kind of like a little, a weird... I told you guys I've been in a funk. Anyway, I was reading something, I don't know, and so then I just like went down this rabbit hole, and I was just, I don't think that's why I've been in a funk. I was in a funk before that. I started like getting in my World War II kick like probably around the same time I started getting in this weird funk, and then like it just made it worse. I'm just learning, there's just so much you can learn about history that we have that's like recorded and it's true and it's not a bunch of fucking AI bullshit. It's real facts about things that really happened. And if we learn about things that happened in the past, then we won't hopefully do it again. Fingers crossed. I don't really have a lot of faith right now for everything, but I think it's just very stressful time. But you know what? We've been through stressful times before in this country and in this world, and we made it through it. If not us, our ancestors will make it through it, and they'll be on the other side, and we'll be like, you know what? Go you. I love you, family. Okay. I'm going to go now because I need to go lay down. I'm really tired. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you. Oh yeah, Badger's here, so maybe we'll do a video tomorrow. She hasn't really been feeling up to it, so I don't force her. I'm like, if you don't want to be in it, it's fine. like trust me, I'm not forcing you, Badger. She's shy, so I don't want to make her do anything she doesn't want to do. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. We'll listen to some Jimi Hendrix or something. Okay, guys, I love you. I'll see you in my next video. Love you, bye.